Welcome back to another Reading and Correcting with me, Kindar, the Tiger Writes, and Ty, the Tiger Supervisor. These are where I read a chapter from one of my stories and correct it as I go. If you want to listen to this live, it's every Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Twitch and YouTube. And if you are looking to support me, that is on my Patreon. Today, we are doing chapter 84 of The World Which Is. There's another 2 packs of wolves before we encounter the next trap, but we have range on them this time, and we don't underestimate it. We don't underestimate them. When they reach the midpoint, Ellen leaves absolutely nothing of them, other than ashes. In spite of being careful, a straight tunnel with nothing in it as far as our magical vision lets us see screams traps. It still nearly gets me. I hardly feel the stone under my foot give, and it's only fear of falling into a hole that makes me jump back as a metal spear crosses the space. Crosses the space I was standing in. I don't need the before. It's unadorned, but it would still have skewered me. It doesn't pull back, so I don't know if they would have been able to cut me off and heal me. We don't have anyone with skills at locating the triggers, so we move at a crawl. Me using my sheathed sword to test the floor before me, and I learned by almost getting caught a second time that the only way I can apply enough force to trigger one is by pressing straight down, which puts me too close for my comfort. But it's the only way we have to get across. I am utterly exhausted by the time the tunnel turns, and a pack of wolves waits for us. Ellen doesn't bother asking for my opinion. She incinerated them. I don't complain. The stamina potion takes care of my exhaustion, and we return to following the right wall. The next pack is a mix of wolves and wolf people-like creatures, hunched over things that can stand on 2 legs and look capable of grabbing items. Tools. 6 wolves, 2 wolf people. Those 2 are going to be tougher, I expect. Our tactics are rendered invalid when, well before the 7 still alive reach the midpoint, one of the wolf people leaps from where they are to in front of me before we can react. It gets in one good swipe as I take out that takes out a fifth of my health. As I switch weapon, then I give as good as I get. I'm down to half by the time it's dead. Then I have to deal with a pair of wolves. I risk a glance back to confirm Ellen and Silver are alive. She's fighting the other wolf people, letting out flash of fire it dodges, but keeps it from getting too close, while Silver is bashing wolves with her violin case. Neither are calling for help or look to be about to die, so I focus on my wolves. I hardly lose health to them, then go help Silver. She's killed one already and only got a few scratches from the other. We're down to the last one when Ellen puts out an angry cry. I'm heading in her direction before the fact she's on her back, the wolf people on top of her registers. Then I'm blinded and heat washes over me. The magical vision returns to normal quickly, and all I see is Ellen and ashes drifting to the floor. I turn to help Silver, but she bashes the wolf's head in. I hate, Ellen snarls, melee fighting. She pushes herself to her feet. I thought it was going to hurt you when I saw you were down, she snorts. I let it shove me down. Only way it was going to stand still long enough I could hit it. You let it get to you? Silver asked, panting, awe in her voice I appreciate. Brandon would be, don't you dare bring my brother into this, Ellen warns me. I shut up, but can't stop from smiling. What she did is pure Brandon. We get 3 healing potions of the corpse, as well as an ornamental dagger Ellen says is magical. But she doesn't have the spell to determine what it is, and is in no mood to try something when Silver suggests it. The way she snaps at is a sign we need a serious rest, but a, a, a tunnel is too open, so we press on. I walk by it, barely registering the straight lines and the walls and the concentric circles. My attention is ahead for whatever the dungeon will put in our way. Dennis, Ellen calls, I think this is important. I sigh as I come to a stop, ready to point out that the only thing that matters is getting to the bottom of the dungeon, but her standing before the circles gets me to pay attention, and okay, something disorganized has to mean something. Also, if I was ready to snap, I also need a break. I need to see it properly, she says, and it's the only warning it's the only warning we get before the world turns pitch black. There's a few words that refuse to stick to my mind, then the glow of a reading lamp raises up from Ellen's palm. We are definitely looking at a door, the way the rectangle is outlined by a frame. As for the circles, I'm not surprised there's 13 of them. The small is divided into 4, each quadrant with a symbol that means nothing to me. Each circle doubles the number of division and has more symbols. There are repeats, but without an order I can make out. Those are alchemy's symbol, aren't they? Silver asks. Ellen places a finger on a ring and turns it. Yes, and I'm guessing this is a combination lock of some sort. She turns another ring until two circles with horns next to it are next to it. Until two circles with horns are next to each other. I don't think we have the time to try all possibilities, I tell her, and hope to randomly come across the correct one. She turns the next ring. Alchemy's never random. We still don't, Dennis. We all need a break. Sit down, eat something, rest, and give me an hour or two to figure this out. I'm about to point out I'm the team leader, but Silver pulls me to the other side of the tunnel, where she has me sit. Whatever's behind it might be important, she says. It always is in stories. This isn't a story, Silver. But I take jerky. Now, it doesn't need to be capitalized. And a water skin from my inventory. I am so done with jerky. But it's a dungeon. I don't think they put puzzles like that without there being something important behind them. I tried to recall if anyone mentioned puzzles when talking about the dungeons expedition, but nothing comes. When I finish the jerky, I rest my head back. Half an hour, that's how long I'm giving her. Then we're continuing. Aha! I jerk awake, equipping my sword and shield, and look around, searching for the threat. Silver's curled up on the floor, and my heart skips before I notice her breathing steady. She's sleeping. Stone grinds on stone, and Ellen stands before part of a wall moving away from her. Right, the door, the puzzle. How long did I sleep? My stamina's bar full, but I have a fitful sleep debuff. -1 on my skills, but no idea how much or how little I need to sleep for that to take effect. Long enough for me to work out the combination was the alchemical formula for a regrowth potion. You know alchemy? I nudge her. I nudge Silver awake before standing. It helps to know what other intellectuals talk about when we gather to impress each other. She sighs. Her sigh has me hurry to join her. I curse. In the center of the room, toward the back, is a pack of wolf people snacking on something. They're back to us. Even with the noise the opening door made, they haven't noticed us. I count 6 tails, 5 of which are brown-black color, and one are black-brown, and one copper-colored. That matches the fur of one who looks to be larger than the others. I focus on them as it registers that the room is lit. Wolfing. Level 16. Wolfing are a lupine evolution of the wolf, faster, stronger, and able to make rudimentary use of tools. Perception check failed. takes a few try, but I managed to focus on the copper furred one. Wolfing Pack Leader, level 17. The Wolfing Pack Leader is the Wolfing who has fought its way to the top, becoming stronger, more agile, and more adapted to fighting against unexpected threat to its pack. Perception check failed. I think we're better off not risking this, I say. There's a door on the other side, Silver whispers. More importantly, Ellen says, this is a room with controlled access. If we can close this door again, it's even better. We can sleep without worrying about attacks in the night. 5 level 16, 1 level 17 leader with unknown abilities. Unless you succeeded your perception checks? They both shake their heads. I don't like those odds. 2 of them gave us trouble last time. We gave them an opening. Ellen counters. I can burn them up front. Can you make certain they're all going to die with one spell? No, I have to target one of them. For that, they're more resistant to magic than the wolves, but I can guarantee I can bring all their health down. Silver too. I don't know. My song didn't seem to hurt the wolfing from earlier the way they did the wolves. You're the boss, Dennis. It's your decision. Even without looking, I can hear the smile. Silver, can you do something about the fitful sleep debuff? We're not doing this if we can't be at our best. I have a song for that. I keep watching the wolfings as she plays, but they don't react to the music any more than they did to the grinding of stone. Maybe the threshold keeps the sound out? Except the door opened in. Maybe it's just how dungeons work. Creatures only notice people who step into their territory or something. Brandon would probably know. I glance at the team window. It's still there. His health hasn't dropped noticeably since checking before we entered the dungeon. He's still well above the 3/4 mark. When she finishes playing, the debuff is gone and I feel refreshed. Ellen, do you think you can cast your spell from outside the room and affect them? Or will whatever keeps them from hearing us protect them? No way to know until I try. Step away. I hate magic words and the way they just slip between my thoughts. At least Silver's magic comes across as, well, normal music. The heat washes over me again and I can't see anything in the room. When I do, I run ahead, sending my bow to my inventory and equipping my sword and shield. Focus on the big one, I order Ellen, then hack at the burning wolf thing that's already that's nearly at the entrance. I get the first hit, then I'm sent flying from the back paw I block with my shield. I'm on my feet, and with better footing, I take it on my shield. And with better footing to take it when it reaches me. I slide instead of flying off. Then I have my sword in its throat. Flashes of fire and heat punctuate the next Wolfing's attack, and it gets around my defenses enough. I lose a fifth of my health before I chop off a paw and gain the advantage. Dennis, Silver yells, scared it's not working. I look at the wolfing. Fire hits the copper-furred wolfing, but unlike the others, it's not even smoking. Fuck, fire resistant? That's what the system meant by more adapted to the unexpected? We're switching, I yelled back. Ellen, blast the brown ones. I'll take care of copper over there. When the wolfing lounges at me, I jump over it and run at copper as hard as I can. I have to hope I can pick up enough speed because I'm going to need the bob and weave bonus if I want any chance of surviving this. I step aside a wolfing trying to claw me, losing some speed, and then it's too late to hope. My sword bites into Copper's side as I run by it, leaving a deep cut, and it roars after me. At least I've confirmed it's not resistant to being cut. A look over my shoulder tells me it's chasing me. Good. Well, no, but at least Ellen can burn the rest now, and all I need to do is soften it up and not get killed. Yeah, that should be doable. I lose all my speed, keeping from running into it as it lands in front of me, turning in claws. I lose all of my speed, keeping from running into it as it lands in front of me, turning, and claws dig into my side. My wild swing bites into it, then I'm off my feet and sliding. Oh, that hurt. I down a healing potion as it runs at me. No time to wait for it to be done healing. I raise my shield, and the fist overhand blow nearly breaks my legs, or it feels that way. No debuff, so I should be okay. Well, not if I stay here. I stab, and it steps away. Music plays, and strength of the underdog buffs appear. I'll take what I can get. I run at it, then duck under its swing, cutting at its leg. Then I'm in the air, half the health I have left gone from the impact on my back. I roll, and I'm nowhere near as far as I need to be. The foot doesn't crush me, but its claws cut more of my health away. Then it staggers as tornado-like wind erupt around us. I down another healing potion. I hope Then it staggers. I hope Ellen can work out something that hurts it, because I don't think there's enough healing potions in existence that will keep me in this fight. When the weird wind dies down, I get to my feet. My health is not even my health's not even at half. And that's with a buff. It rushes me before I can get another potion out, and I jump out of the way. When the wind picks up, it cuts me and immediately dies out. Sorry! No time to reply. I dodge, cut it, then I'm in the air again. Not the plan, never the plan to lose so much health, but at least I'm not in her way. I land and down the stamina potion, because that's the threat now. I get to my feet, and instead of being cut to pieces by wind, Ellen is cursing and Copper shifting his attention to her. I down a healing potion as I run. I'm so going to regret this, but I'm going to regret not doing anything more. The bastard turns in my direction as I raise my sword, and I swear to the system, it's grinning. I barely dodge under that swing, but miss my chance to hurt it. Knowing it can jump ahead of me, I don't bother running, stopping, turning, and rushing it. You know what? I am going to make this a semicolon. I duck under the swing and plant my sword in its stomach. When I'm thrown off my feet as it rears, Then I'm thrown off my feet as it rears, and my sword moves with it instead of coming out. The fist comes down, and I barely roll out of the way. Then I'm hit hard enough. I think all my health flashes away, but there's still a sliver left. So I have. The buff fades away, and so do I. My head's raised. I nearly choke on the liquid. Dennis? I grab the bottle and chug it all as my health slowly climbs. I throw it away, grin at her, and I kiss Silver hard. I don't give a fuck. There's still a battle going on somewhere in the room. And that concludes chapter 84 of The World Which Is. If you are enjoying this, please leave a like. If you want to know when the next chapter will be up, subscribe and hit the bell. If you want to read this story, it is up for free on Royal Road. If you want to read ahead of that and support me in the process, that is on my Patreon, where we are about a dozen chapter ahead, 10. And yeah, if you want to listen to these live, it's every Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Twitch and YouTube. Links are in the notes. And with that, I shall wish you a good day.